It's 6 a.m. and my alarm just went off. I turn the alarm off and then I go open my blinds, stretch and then drink some water. I stand outside for a bit and watch the edges of the sun start to rise. I then do some pull-ups, skincare and then get ready and sit down to do some good deep work. But 1 month later, this is what I'm doing at 6 a.m. 7 a.m? 8 a.m? Oh, he's up, it's fine. Oh, he'll just go down and do some pull-up. Oh, TikTok? It can't be. I was in a rut. And if you're watching this, you're in a rut. You are doing the right things, taking care of yourself, focusing, not using social media, and actually making progress. But now instead of doing that task, instead of improving yourself, you're on YouTube watching this. And being in a rut is the worst, because you know you could be doing better. You have your past version. You were doing the good things, but now you're not. You have a point of comparison. You've already proven to yourself that you can study hard, you can go to the gym. But now you just gotten worse than before. And there's two paths you can take. You can continue lazing around, wallowing in self-pity, and become one of those wasted athletes that say, oh, I used to be the best in the world. Or you can watch this video intently, wake up, and take action. But let me warn you, every minute that you continue to sink downwards into this abyss, the harder it will be for you to climb out. This is how to easily get out of a rut. Number 1, baby steps. As you continue to do bad habits and stop being productive, you inevitably will sink lower and lower. The hardest part of starting our acceleration back upwards and resuming progress is actually changing directions. Just think about this. If this is the trajectory you're on and you're going downwards, something big has to happen for you to start going back up, right? But by watching this video, you've already made that turn. It's easy to fall down the mountain, but it's hard to climb back up. You probably tried to get back on track or redo habits, but you got frustrated and stopped. I remember I tried to continue meditating after I had stopped. I used to be doing 10-minute sessions every night before I slept, but now I couldn't. Maybe you tried to study 2 hours like you used to, but you just couldn't. Well, yeah, no shit, you can't. Just imagine this right now. You're standing on a platform here and doing the hard things, doing 3 hours of studying, doing 10 minutes of meditation. It's up here. And the gap between those isn't that big. You can jump in between them because you've been doing the good habits. You've consistently built it so you have this foundation and your level that you can stand is here. But after not doing that for loads and loads of time, you've deteriorated. So now the platform that you can stand on is here. And now the gap you have to jump is significantly bigger, 2 times as big in fact. People fail to realize this, but the reason that you can't just go straight back to where you used to be after not doing it for a while is because it's quite literally double the distance, double the effort, double the amount of work you need to put in to get back there. Water doesn't boil all the way from 1 to 99 degrees, but the moment it hits 100 degrees Celsius, that's when you start to see the bubbles. It starts to boil. Snow always continuously falls. There's millions, trillions of snowflakes on that mountain, but it only takes one for an avalanche to start. We need to get back to where we were, build up momentum even without seeing results, because expecting to be able to do that thing after taking a break for a long time is unreasonable. The powerlifter who took a break for 3 months isn't going to try to lift the weight that he used to do because he accepts that he's worsened, and that's exactly the first step to getting out of a rut. Make a list of all the things you worsened in and the reason that you're classifying yourself as in a rut. Maybe you're not studying anymore, you're wasting time on social media instead. So for me, that was not going to the gym every day and not meditating. You have to start small again. So how do you think I started meditating again after not? I did 3-minute sessions for every day for a week. And it felt bad because I used to be doing 10 minutes a day and I was doing 3 times less than that. But I had to be humble, hold back my ego and accept that to reach that 10-minute stage, the thing that I had already experienced, and I knew I had been doing that. It hurt, but I had to accept the fact that I was on 3 minutes now, and I did that consistently for a week. And then the next week it was 5-minute sessions, and then the week after that I was back to 10 minutes. So the point is you have to start small and build up from there. Lose the ego. It hurts to compare because the fat man who's always been fat his entire life will be more likely to just stay fat, whereas a person who's skinny and had worked to lose all that just to lose it again and become fat again is going to feel more demotivated because he knew that he had put in the work and he had seen progress, but he just lost it all. Studying for hours may have been a breeze for you, but now it's not. But you have to accept that and start small. The snowball starts small and you have to put care and attention to making like the foundation, the ball shape. But then after you've done that, all you need to do is give it a little push down the mountain and it will become a big snowball. So just make the goal of studying 15-30 minutes a day to begin with and then work your way up. And the second thing is success isn't linear. Look at this Bitcoin graph. And if you set like the time zone, the scale to 1 day, it looks pretty bad, right? It's like random, it's fluctuating, it's actually on a decrease. You've been decreasing, but sometimes you have to zoom out. And now look at the Bitcoin in the 5-year graph. You've made so much more progress than you think. Bitcoin went from 2,000 to 32,000 and admittedly it peaked at 48,000 or whatever and then it went back down. But the point is, if you just look at the start and the end, you've made progress from 2000 to 32,000, which is 16 times. And it's not a linear path, it goes up and down, and the more you zoom in, the more you look at your days as individuals, it makes you feel worse because each day seems worse and worse. But success isn't linear. Your success graph probably looks similar to that. There's ups and downs, and right now you're in a down, but that's okay because what happens after the down? More reason to shoot back up. You're on an increase, and you have to realize that without bad times, success and happiness wouldn't actually exist. Think about it. People want money, but if everyone had money, money would be meaningless. People want to have their lives exciting, but if every single day they got to just not go to work, that would soon be boring. And it's the same. If your life was amazing every single day and there were no bad days, good days wouldn't exist either. And this is from the magic of thinking big. Successful people, they salvage something from every failure. They find the lesson and apply it. They don't blame others for a setback. Instead, they ask themselves, what could I have done differently? They try something different in their approach if things aren't working out. It's great to be persistent, but you also have to experiment with different ways of doing things. And the third thing, it's not a restart. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. It may seem like all your progress was lost, but this time last year, you didn't even know about the gym. You didn't even know that scrolling was bad. You weren't even studying, and you didn't even know the importance of focus. Now you have all those skills, and most importantly, the knowledge. Even if you take away all of Elon Musk's assets and money, he's still got the knowledge and skill to make robots in McDonald's or something, and he's gonna work his way back up. You just know that, right? Because he's still him, and you're still you. You're literally watching a video on how to get back on track, instead of like a Fortnite try not to laugh. That's commendable. I'm proud of you. You have experience, and getting back to the start point will be faster and easier. It'll be twice as fast. You just need to turn around. Don't be afraid to feel uncomfortable. Discomfort is the reason you're watching this video. You're tired of being in a rut. You wanna get back to where you were. You have to sometimes look at yourself and be like, what's wrong with you? You were literally doing good last month. Let that discomfort and slight shame drive you to do better. People don't want to feel this and they just scroll and procrastinate away, but sometimes just being aware and present in the moment and being able to feel these emotions will lead you back on the right path, because you now know that it's all part of the process and you just need to take baby steps. And it's not a restart, and your success isn't linear. You still have you and your experiences. Come back to this video anytime you've been feeling down or feel that things aren't going your way. But you got this, and I believe in you. Work hard and make your future self proud. So if you're in a rut right now, you need to surround yourself with other like-minded students, and you can do this by joining Superior Students, my free online community. And this is a no BS, only student orientated environment. It's a sanctuary, it's a hub, it's a place where all students can gather, give and receive advice. Surround yourself by like-minded people by joining my community of Superior Students. It's the first thing in the description and it's free, so I'll see you there.
My phone buzz like ringing, wishing it was you.